All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Dorohedoro, Season 2, Episode 7.
So last episode happened.
It was a monster of an episode.
It was...
Oh my god.
It was something. It was... yeah. So Curse. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Not a problem.
Yeah. That's just one of the elements of what we got. We also got a town where everybody's head is cut off.
Yeah, we also got... almost like 2 main characters dying. 3, kind of, if you think about it. I know Nikaido was never gonna get under any like serious harm
she'll
because
be fine.
Because you know N is like desperate to have her back and everything.
Right. The show started with someone's face getting ripped off. You know, like
you know, this is a world where
death and mortality
you can work with very little of someone's body.
Right.
Kasakabe's like, give me like 30 minutes. Like, for real.
Give me some duct tape, Vaseline, and you know,
prep time.
Yeah, you know, paperclip. You know,
or a door back to my lab. You know,
right.
Like, oh my gosh. So, Shin and Noi saw the lizard head in the pit next to the lava underneath where the bathhouse was, because N removed the bathhouse from the map.
Right.
Or then we saw Asukawajiri teleport save Aikawa Kaiman over to a space where he would not be found by Shin and Noi.
Who still don't have lizard heads, so why lizard head in the place? But then Ebisu
and
head
then twitch of
together.
Twitch of
A finger.
A finger, so he's alive. All right. Then we have Ebisu.
Yep.
Who got, you know, I'm noticing a thing here of like, you know, as long as this is intact, their demon heart thing specifically, there's a possibility people just don't die.
Nah, it's just when you have someone who has crazy healing magic and another person who has, you know, reviving magic.
The story can scare us with a lot of near-death experiences.
Exactly. The story can go into all the body horror it wants.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very good at that.
That's very good at that. Yeah, but y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. And here he comes! Oh!
Okay.
Oh!
Yeah. All right, we got duct tape. Okay, good.
Hell yeah!
He means business.
Jeez.
Hey.
Yeah, bruh.
Oh.
Alright, that's something we can do, yeah. Oh!
Not the best time.
Yeah! Oh my god, this show.
Holy
Can
shit.
Kikurage, like, you know.
Yeah.
Did someone say my name? You have to go talk to Kikurage, clearly. That is not what Kikurage said!
Oh. Such as she starts eating my mushrooms.
It's about time for my patrol! Oh my god, just flop a corpse.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Holy
shit!
The flies.
No!
Oh. What? Oh shit!
That's where it came from!
Yeah. That might be why.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god! He may not mean well.
Probably a good idea.
Yes. Yes,
What
they
in
would.
the Weekend at Bernie's?
Oh, yeah.
See, I can't see anymore. Yeah.
This is incredible.
No, this is a gift from N.
Oh no!
Uh-huh.
That's...
Oh my god.
Wait, how do you smell it? Oh my god.
Oh my god. This show.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, is that Noi? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Watch out, their mushrooms are probably
No.
pretty fragile.
No!
Well, Fuji's
So now
just
two
dead
people
now.
are dead. Yeah. Okay, but how's Ebisu doing?
No! Why does everyone assume that?
Wait.
It will come back though.
Just have Noi breathe on her every once in a while.
Is Kikurage taking a shit or something? Oh my god!
Holy
That is
shit.
such a cat thing to.
Nah. Just throw Ebisu's body on top of the cockroach when Kikurage is about to... What?
Oh, this is the you forced Kikurage. Yeah.
Oh.
A bunch of razor blades just came flinging out of its collar.
Now,
Journal.
Ann, were you the person who gave Kikurage that collar?
Yes, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, yes.
Just gonna go in and... Huh. Just like that.
It's perfect.
Hey, give me a snack. What?
Fun.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, because that's Kaiman now. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Holy shit.
The close up on the mushrooms making it look like.
No, it's not the hairpin.
It's not that. Nope.
Wonderful.
It's the condensation in the air, like that, just enough. Gemini's, me too. Oh!
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh, wait.
毒が牛島だと相談したんだが、もうこれを七に出すしか手はないと思うんだ。鉄条とトンを助けるためには一刻も早く選
Oh my god. This is so, like, tragic.
Yeah.
このナイフだけはダメだ。毒がなんでじゃ。お前は鉄条とトンが死んじまってもいいっていうか。
These are our boys.
Yeah.
これは俺が直接ボスから預かったもんだ。俺がこの手でボスに返す。金は俺がなんとかする。分かったら黙っていろ。分かった。
I'm out to go kill some more termites.
シャイタン、
Okay.
All right.
Oh, so he's trying to pass as a woman
Okay.
so he can get in. This is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, shit. Just like that.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's gonna die. They drink the Kool-Aid and then...
Uh-huh. Holy. What a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it'll feel like the boss.
Mm-hmm. You could use some healing smoke too.
Oh. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just a mummy now.
Uh-huh. That's awesome.
一体なんでってそんな姿に。
私は汗。いや、川尻だ。
Yeah. Yeah.
カイマンという男じゃないのか。二
Yeah.
階堂の友人でホールにいた。
二階堂なんて知らねえな。
Nobody.
Hmm.
Oh, that's actually very interesting. He could be lying, but
行くってちょっと待って。
And now they both go. Lovely.
where are we going?
また十字目が動き出したんだって
Hmm.
Yeah, they hit our healing spot.
もしかしたら十字目のボスかもしれん必ずしますよ
いい子にしてないよ、坊主。
Have fun.
Yep.
悪魔っていうのに
Oh.
Hmm.
機内に悪魔を呼び出す部屋があるらしいが
Johnson, go summon a devil for me, please.
Yeah.
しかしこの不安は何だ
That's what it is. Oh. Wait, he's actually entertaining him
Yeah.
because N is disturbed in some way.
何としても魔法を使わせる
Oh, here we go.
6年前俺は奴に向かって煙をかけそして
マステマの町は
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
だが俺は見たんだキノコの中をうごめく首のない男の
Oh, shit.
ここは
円の屋敷だ。
Whoa!
これがお前の魔法なのか
この先に二階堂がいる。行くぞ。
Oh, shit.
Okay. Yeah, the clairvoyance. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
お前はどんな魔法を使うんだ？
さあな
うん
初対面のやつに
Huh.
二階堂。私だ。アスだ。
アス。
それよりその体は。
Yeah, she might not be able to leave.
な
Mm-hmm.
んでいるから。
Yep.
正気でいられるんだ。でも、も
Oh, they
Gotcha.
both are.
Mm-hmm.
うあいつは
ああ、あの男は。
俺は相川だ
この声。
Mm-hmm.
悪いがそのマスクを取って顔を見せてくれないか。
Wait, does she not know Aikawa either?
カイマン。
そんなやつ知らねえな
マスクを外さないなら。
Oh, crap.
Oh, shit.
Oh, crap. While injured and everything.
Yeah.
Shit.
ほらもうやめ
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh.
Yep. Ow, ow. This position.
これで満足かい
Let's see.
まったく乱暴な姉ちゃんだぜさよなら
Whoa.
二階堂。
Whoa.
やはりあの男はカイマンだったのか。
That's cool.
Maybe put that tube back on just until you decide to leave. Fuck.
二階堂。二階。
また頭痛だ
Oh.
Hmm.
Cool.
Once Nikaido dies, maybe?
Oh. Curse. Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
I think we might need to get that pin out.
Yeah.
What? What? Oh shit.
Kikurage's scared. That's a bad sign.
Yeah.
Oh, those two things are not correlated.
Yeah. They're different.
Deformed reunion.
Oh.
Nice, you can control it.
Cool.
That's badass,
Yeah,
Ed.
yeah.
That was sick.
That was awesome. And also
I'm Mary Poppins, yo!
Yeah.
6年前と同じだめまいがする体
Oh, this could be his magic. He throws off your equilibrium.
Yeah.
俺の手で終わらせ煙を吐け
It's over. It's over.
Holy shit.
The horoscope is never wrong.
Oh,
The mushroom's
shit.
gone.
Ends dead.
I mean, we still have Kikurage, though.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
I
gonna
think-
die now, too.
Wait. Right in that tiny little river. Oh my god.
Oh, that is crazy. Wait. Whoa.
That's not even curse.
All right, another peak episode. I can't. So
Okay.
somehow the first half gave us one of the goofiest, best sequences this show
Carrying around
ever had.
dead Ebisu.
Dead Ebisu being carried around, flies buzzing around her. Everyone's like, "What, did you kill her?" Like, why do you guys? I love her. Why would you think I did that? No, I'm trying to save her. And they're like, "Oh, she stinks though. You should take her to Noi. At the very least, she can,
Clean her up.
solve the whole decay problem before you end up actually,
Well, and also the whole, literally taped her together because.
And Kazagame's like, hold on, let me get rid of that.
Yeah.
Body parts. He's like, ah! And then finally brings her to Noi. Noi throws a mushroom guy at her.
Takes
head
her head
goes
off.
flying off. Just Fujita is going through the ringer.
Yep.
And then, yes, you can't force a cat to like you or befriend you. The second you stop trying, then the cat will come to you. And so the idea that we get that, also canonically get to understand Kikurage's voice for the first time, where they're actually going around like a cat doing the like, yes, I will patrol this here. All clear.
All clear.
And then it's you
were supposed to feed me at this time.
Right.
Oh, yeah, but.
and put a goddamn panic
blade
heart
shrapnel.
rate thing on Kikurage's little leash here, so the second they get too stressed, razor blades fly out and just kill whoever's trying to. That's amazing. And so En was genuinely trying to help.
Oh, yeah.
Fujita is like, but if you try to force something,
I understand.
something bad will happen. He says this as he's literally thinking about forcing Nikaido to use her magic, and then something bad happens.
Well,
I see you, story. I see you, Dorohedoro.
And the idea that,
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so the fact that it was the razor blades and the fact that it was such a sophisticated little device.
Yes.
Right? Where it's it's a bunch of salvos of them going out in the arcs, and it's just I love it.
Yep.
That's fantastic. I want one of those, right?
Why? Why do you want one of those?
It's just cool.
Oh my gosh. So then we get Ebisu revived because he ends up laying her in a bed, goes away. Kikurage's like,
Feed me.
bitch, feed me. It's time.
The whole thing with the cockroach.
The
of
cockroach.
Kikurage
That is
killing the cockroach
inspired.
over and over again, then being like, I broke it.
Not fun, you know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You want to keep playing, right?
Get back out. Oh my god. That was
I also
wonderful.
think that thematically might have actually genuinely some relevance in the story. I'm not even kidding.
like of Kikurage just
No, just the beings with magic in this world. Basically being like,
go, you know.
keep going.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, Aikawa Kaiman is alive here.
Yep.
After last episode. Somehow.
Yep.
But then we have the very scary, N is dead. N
Yep.
just got his face cut in half, which I
Right.
will say happened literally directly after him deciding, you know what, I'm at my limit.
Yeah.
I'm going to force Nikaido to use her magic. And Nikaido's also like, I'm at my limit. I won't be able to resist him. Oh, what do you know? Somehow,
she dies and, you know,
Terminator just shows up and just starts killing.
Yep.
That's not a coincidence.
I-
Also, someone in the window that looked like Aikawa
With the head cut
with
off.
a head cut off.
And, you know, normally that's just who we associate with having a head cut off. So if it is someone else, you know, that could just
it could be someone else.
Right.
But also, we, showed that.
Uh-huh.
Because Fujita...
Aikawa moves quickly. Like, and is it something where it's the throw off the equilibrium? Okay, cool. That could be an interesting kind of magic. Or is it something kind of different from that? Because the N's arm is already cut off. That's an effect of how, like, he's really good with the knife, all that stuff. He's super fast.
Well, also, let's say the equilibrium being thrown off, your senses being dulled.
Exactly.
You're not able to track his movements well either.
Yeah, right. And
He
so
feels
it's
way
just,
faster than he
oh
actually
shit.
is.
You know, I go to do the thing and my arm's already, you know.
I also
detached.
love that this is something that's been kind of fun because we've seen it many times, the way in which N uses his magic and everything. But the idea that he keeps his smoke from leaking out because he's got the mask thing sealing it there.
Right.
So in a weird way, he's kind of like the Cyclops of this universe.
Sure.
In that he has a face apparatus that keeps the magic that could constantly be coming out and being a problem in check because it's his, so it doesn't affect him in any way.
Yeah.
But he needs to actually use his hands to release it.
Right.
Because if it could be something that he could accidentally just release in his sleep, you know, like that would be...
Shit gets bad.
That would be real bad. So
Yeah.
that was a fun way in which N could lose this fight to
Right.
someone with just a knife and, you know,
It's just
probably the knowledge of how
faster
N
and-
fights as well.
Exactly, right.
Yeah.
Well, and also because you prioritized saving Kikurage.
You did.
You know?
You're a good
right?
man.
Like he could have just been like, oh shit. Well, Kikurage sucks to suck. You know, right? Like
Well, it is also rather smart in that Kikurage has the kind of ability that makes it more valuable than your life by definition, because
Sure.
Kikurage could
Yep.
literally bring you back to life, which is nuts.
yes.
But
Yes.
okay, all right. That was also a very fun scene to build up to this, with Aikawa showing up and
Nikaido being like
being with Kawajiri.
Or yeah, Kawajiri.
And going to see Nikaido. Both, this is a very fun detail here, both Nikaido and Kaiman Aikawa, what have you, not recognizing each other. The name, specifically. They both didn't know that name.
Sure. Yes, which makes sense because Nikaido hasn't actually known a whole lot. She has gotten vibes of things, but like she sees a face and you know.
Well, right, but that's the part that's freaky about this, right? That kind of undoes a lot of our theories regarding how much Nikaido actually knows, because in a weird way, she should know Aikawa. Like she should know him.
Well,
But that if she doesn't, because they have no reason to lie here. Like,
Yeah.
like I could see maybe a reason, given that Kawajiri is in the room, and so there's a third party that they might not want to spread information to.
I think
but
this
I think
is-
that's them being genuine, because she tried to force the mask. You know?
right. I think what this basically sets up for us is information that we can reasonably rely on.
Yeah.
Is that Aikawa is the one that gets sent back in time.
Yes.
right? So Nikaido doesn't actually remember. There's maybe some, weird sense or whatever because she is the one that's actually doing the time manipulation stuff, right? But it is still Aikawa that's actually the one doing it.
Right. And this is Kaiman without his head, but just the way in which he's walking around and his form and his, his posture, all that kind of stuff.
It totally feels like Kaiman.
Well, it feels like him, but it doesn't immediately make her know that this is him for sure. This is an example.
Take off the mask.
Well, right. But this is an example to me of potentially this Nikaido also not being one who has
Time travel?
done time travel.
Correct.
So I want to throw out the idea potentially that the Nikaido that came with potentially the Kaiman that time traveled. Like no.
I think
Then it's just Kaiman that's time traveling. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Yeah.
And if I were to if I had time powers and I'm like, I cannot use these. It's too big of a temptation, it's too big of a whatever, right? Then a way that I could absolutely see myself limiting it is that someone else has to do something. Okay, you send them back. They don't have knowledge of a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
You're only ever sending back a person once. It's not you that's doing it, right? So it's effectively keeping the genie in check, right?
Yes.
Because if you do it, then you could be like, oh, I know all of this stuff. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to, right?
Right.
It's just
your past self doesn't know what your future self is doing.
Exactly. And so then because, you are also sending them back past the point where you had some traumatic event or whatever that made it so you're never going to use it again.
Wait.
It basically has to be something where you have to get that social link 10, whatever. You have to get enough trust of the person that they actually are like, okay, I know I shouldn't, but all right, I'll send you back.
Okay, I don't want to spoil other series that do this kind of thing here. This is one of those weird instances where they're both getting to meet each other for the first time all over again, but because of memory loss, at least with Kaiman, and because Nikaido's
not the one who got sent back.
Well, because Nikaido's just actually met him before.
Right.
This is that kind of sweet, sad, serendipitous moment where they bump into each other. But because Nikaido does know about at least one instance of time travel, and that's why she doesn't use time travel, basically, it's not with Aikawa. Thus, Aikawa in the past, like all that stuff there, is a time-traveled person from the future. Like, Aikawa is not naturally from the past.
Yeah, right.
No, but I mean, he's never been.
I'm not sure I follow.
Because she would remember him then. So...
Well, or they just didn't know each other. Right?
No,
They meet later and
No. I get that. But the stuff that we've got with Aikawa, at least to me, seemed to imply basically that he was already on task, on
task of like why he got sent back in time or something, or
so he's living his life. Nikaido's over here.
Right.
At some point in the future, he and Nikaido are friends enough to where he ends up getting sent back.
Right.
At least once, probably multiple times.
Yeah, it could be something that is a recurring event in timelines.
Well, right, but
at some point it gets to the point.
I'm going off that based on just this episode alone.
Sure.
Because of the Aikawa that killed N was just too much of a flip from what we've seen of Aikawa here.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. So that Aikawa.
Yeah, there is the possibility that there are two Aikawas running around right now.
Well, I think Aikawa just killed Aikawa. Like.
Oh, gotcha. To like close the loop or whatever.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I suppose sort of prestige style. You don't want two of yourself running around.
Well, it'd also just be easy because you'd remember where you were, like.
Sure, and you know how you move. But also that'd also be very risky because if Like, you need to get the drop on them, and because of all that stuff, okay, yeah, theoretically you could, and the magic that he has, and, equilibrium, all right, cool. It's kind of the, as far as a one-on-one fight kind of situation, you can pretty much beat anybody. But if anybody could beat you, it would be you, right? So that also is like one of the most risky things you can do, going back in time and immediately doing the thing that might get you killed, right?
Yeah.
And then it's just, well, you're dead, right? Like,
yeah. But they didn't know each other, and so my theories about Nikaido need to be very much changed here, because her attachment is to Kaiman. Kaiman, in her mind, is not Aikawa.
right.
Because Aikawa is a future part of this, which, if we want to go off on a limb here, means that she knows Kaiman as Risu.
Huh?
Because Kaiman is Risu and Aikawa,
Okay.
right?
Sure.
Head of Risu, body of Aikawa. If she doesn't know Aikawa because he's a future part of all this, right?
I'm not entirely sure why you're saying that.
You just accepted that earlier. Why
So, okay.
why are you undoing what we just agreed upon there? Is that if Aikawa is someone that she does not remember right now, it's because she will meet him in the future.
No, it's because he's someone who has time traveled. It
Yes,
could be that
if
it's
he
someone
time traveled, then she helped him time travel.
right.
So thus she will meet him in the future.
Not necessarily, because once you get time travel, then the things that you will do will change.
No.
So
Of
it could
course.
just be that you knew him in the- in a
You're
different-
being pedantic. What I'm saying is that at some point in the future, she sent Aikawa back in time.
I think I understand what you're saying, but I think the future is the wrong term, right? In
Okay, but
another
that-
timeline,
but it doesn't-
at some
okay.
because at
Okay.
that point it's. I mean, I guess it'd be from further from this point.
Yes, it's
in a
further from
different
this
timeline.
point.
Yeah,
That's why she doesn't recognize him. She hasn't met him yet.
sure. Yes,
Okay,
she has
cool.
not met him in this timeline. Yeah.
Kaiman is Aikawa's body and Risu's head.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
So, in my mind, if she knows Kaiman very well now, but doesn't know Aikawa, that means to me, because Kaiman, as we know him, had memory issues, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Kaiman, as she knows him, is actually Risu.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. But what's fun about that is that I was under the impression that Nikaido had way more knowledge about the origins and the fucked up mess that is
right.
Kaiman.
That she might have been someone. This instance of Nikaido had already time traveled
Right.
or something. Yeah.
I think this confirms that she did not
Right. Yes.
do that.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Previous version of her, or what have you, because
Yeah.
again, it time travel and all
Right.
that, did do the time travel stuff. She's aware of a version of her, at the very least, that did do that stuff.
Right.
That's why she doesn't do what she does, and she knows that the last time I used this magic,
Yeah.
Right.
Bad stuff happened.
Bad stuff
Yep.
happened, to a friend of mine.
Right. The whole Pandora's box thing that we got with the backstory.
Right. That could be part of it. Yeah. To me, then, the way in which she knows something about Kaiman and it's not Aikawa means that her connection to Aikawa is through Risu.
Because of the head swap, or
Because Kaiman is two people. And if it's thus not Aikawa that she knows, then she knows Risu.
unless you're talking, assuming that there isn't the possibility of it effectively being a new person, because the whole idea of like knowing Risu, the Risu even that we know is not the Risu. The Risu
Again, but you're not I'm not talking about the Risu that we know here. This is where I need to make sure you're following along with the terminology that I use, because apparently it can get confusing.
The Kaiman that she knew is a personality that was run by Risu's brain.
Yes. And thus, she has more connection with Kaiman than just her, just the identity that Kaiman has been leading up to this point. Is it logical to assume that?
In this instance,
Yes, of Nikaido.
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. That's where our breakdown is. You think that she has had her knowledge be so scant that all she knows is that at some point in the past, her ability was used and it harmed somebody, but she doesn't know who that was. Like,
I think she might know who it was, and it's just something that she's not talking about.
It's not Kaiman.
Right.
You don't think it's Kaiman.
No.
Despite the way she talked to Kaiman in literally the 2 episodes ago thing of, hey, I feel like I need to talk to you about this, and if we could do it all over again. Didn't we like really go into how that really feels like that's the but I fucked things up with you specifically.
No, right, but okay.
What about this episode changed that perspective? I feel
because we know now definitively that she is not or not definitively.
No.
More definitively that she is not someone who has time traveled herself.
So then how does she have memory of her time abilities being used that harmed somebody?
Because she used it on someone else.
Okay.
Or she just used it in general, and that's what the Pandora's box thing was in the backstory.
Okay.
And horrible shit happened.
So,
and she's like,
so,
oh, fuck.
so someone else was thrown somewhere else.
Yeah, or just
and
the box.
She doesn't know what happened to them?
No, but it doesn't have to be that someone was thrown somewhere else, right? That is a very specific application of time magic that would be a very straightforward and like high priority application if someone had that, right? Be able to change the past. But it could just be whatever the fuck that box was and horrible shit happened. Right? And so it's I don't use this. I know enough to understand that it is some kind of time magic.
How does she know it's time magic, though, then?
Probably because the story with the whole box continued and it got much worse, but something along those lines, right?
I feel like there's a much easier logical assumption here is that she knows what her magic is because she's used it on herself at some point. Like, how does she know she has time magic without using time magic on herself at the very least?
Sure, and it's
like
just,
that doesn't make sense.
Sure,
like,
and she did some, she did something that is at the very least inconsequential with regards to Aikawa Kaiman as we know him now, but it was still something that was bad enough that she's like, I'm not gonna like. It's not the big jumps that Aikawa Kaiman or whatever has been doing, right? That we got seated in the previous episode, you know. Like it's something else that is not that, because she doesn't have memory of all of that shit, right?
Okay.
You know, it's she did it at some point. Things got real bad. You know?
But that has to be in the past because she remembers it.
Right, and I'm guessing, and this is where I feel like this is fairly, it is not concrete because we did not actually see it happen yet
in the flashback, yeah.
Right, but I feel like that's the big point of that flashback.
It's the thing,
right?
yeah, it's the thing that was left open
exactly
to be followed up later.
It's the connection with her and Asu, and it's basically this is when she started using her magic, and a really bad thing happened there. That's probably the bad thing that she's referring to, right? That's why she doesn't use her magic.
I would generally agree.
And that feels very far removed from all of this stuff.
Totally, but the problem that I have with that is that I feel like by definition, it probably affected her in some way. That I feel like is that's an assumption that feels logical enough to where she's like go for it.
So my personal theory for that, so the fact that Asu existed as a devil does not mean that
well, we know why he's a devil.
No, right.
He went and did the whole
did the whole trial thing or whatever. Sure. But let's say Nikaido, used the magic on herself, didn't go into the past or anything. Let's say she went into the future. She went into the future real fucking far, right? And so then it's a thing where she has no actual connection to, she can't get home, right? She doesn't have the combination of the clairvoyance or whatever, to be able to like get back there. And so it's just, shit, I'm here. My friend that I used to know turned into a devil and is still around because he's a devil, right?
And he eventually ended up helping her get back.
Sure. And so it's just
because he'd have the clairvoyance to know maybe the way to guide her ability.
Yeah.
Because that's something that feels almost obvious patently, is that at some point she used her ability with Kawajiri.
Yeah.
Because he then gives her the ability to know where she's going, and her ability at the very least.
Right. And so they do
doesn't necessarily
they do
imply
a
she
let's
knows.
bring mom back. They do some, oh, I think we could do this thing. They go to do it and it goes about as bad as you could possibly have something go, right. And then from there she's like, all right, I'm never going to do it again. And I think that's how she got here. That's why that other place looked so different, right? Is because it's actually like 5,000 years ago or some crazy ridiculous nonsense, right?
That to me just okay.
And then basically it's she's here now. All right, she makes this friend in Kaiman, awesome. Right, and then all of the craziness happens, because the something that we have for the timeline that is important and N kept, since he's dead now, kept bringing it up, is that his encounter with the Cross Eyes boss was 6 years ago, right? And so Kaiman's, overall existence as Kaiman is relatively very short, right? Assuming that wasn't just a time traveler.
No, it's just that could be a time traveler. Like that's something that I don't think that it's even remotely inferred exactly the origins by which Kaiman as an entity, as an identity, began. All we know is that he has memory issues because there was a point in an alley or something where he woke up and he saw a shadow of something.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
And that was the moment where Nikaido found him, basically. That was the point there. But I don't believe in season 1 they say that happened last week or that happened 3 years ago. We could go back and take a look and check, but the way in which Nikaido cares about Kaiman, to me, is too intense and too strong of a care to be for just a new person
for several years,
for just a couple of years. No, to me it is no. I know who you were. Okay. I was very close with who you were,
but wouldn't then she have had more connection with the Cross Eyes, given that the boss was so active for the period of time that he was, and he was their legend and all of that stuff?
I can think of a number of character reasons she doesn't want him or her connected with the Cross Eyes at all. The Cross Eyes in general seems to me, weirdly, the spurring and genesis of major change in the world that could have been brought upon by any number of what their what their stories end up kind of going into that could lead to either massive time travel backwards or something along those lines.
They are very wrapped up in capital P plot.
Right. And it's the kind of thing where if Nikaido, as we see her right now, because this is why the thing 2 episodes ago is so important, what she ultimately wants is to just be in a life of peace at the restaurant with Kaiman and nothing else. And that's been her whole motivation up until now.
Which definitely feels like we have a past together, and I know that this is something that's precious and can be easily lost.
It can be easily lost by us getting too messed up and involved in these things, and the problem is that she's aware of that but can't share that with him.
Well, right, and
yet that has nothing to do with Aikawa, which is wild to me.
And also, I don't think we've really had any points where she had information that you would expect a time traveler to have, right? And that could just be a testament to butterfly effect.
No, I think you're right for the most part.
Right, there have been a lot of points where things just go bad.
No, I know, but there have been hints specifically of the way in which she is protective of Kaiman in a way that feels like she's known Kaiman since before Kaiman's introduction to her. Their relationship is not equal.
Right.
And that, to me, is evidence of a time traveler's information. She keeps it all very close to the chest. It's primarily an emotional reason because she either doesn't want to hurt him, she doesn't want to lose what they have, and that's kind of the core, that's the core of the story, is their relationship, their connection.
Absolutely.
So it's precious to her. She's working overtime to keep it in this peaceful, just we hang out and stuff. But the problem is that he gets memory bleed. He has a being in his throat.
He's obsessed with finding out who he was and fixing it when she's like, no, there's nothing that needs to be fixed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I could also see it totally being something where, like, even though I get the same vibes of, like, they've known each other longer and all that stuff, where it could just be the two people from very unfortunate circumstances that in this shitty hole of a world, right, happen to find each other.
It works
and it's
that way,
you know,
too.
and she's the one who
Totally.
understands that, and he doesn't because he doesn't have any memories, right? And so it's the, no, what are you doing? I'm just going to keep making gyoza, just... stay here and this is wonderful.
Right, right. And to me, that absolutely works thematically. And yet the story has tacked on so many variables.
Yes.
That have to be answered.
Right. That's the funky thing about whenever you have time travel in your show or in your story, is that eventually that, like, sort of Damocles has to be dealt with.
And
right?
they are dealing with it. That's my point here.
Right. They both are dealing with it, and they are keeping the moment by moment action of what's happening very awesome, high stakes, fun, and interesting without needing to have time stuff be involved all the time. Right.
No, I know, but that's why I'm bringing this stuff up, is that I actually am starting to see very real connections that are not definitive, but they are screaming at me as far as, like, what you do when you want to repeat something enough times in the story that people then go, oh, it was screaming at me in the face the whole time. I'm feeling it, man. Like, I'm seeing it. It's just that they need to repeat it, 20 times or 100 times, so that when the insanity is actually unveiled and understood, it's like, yeah, well, of course, it's been right there. It's the whole thing of where every other scene will have an upside down cross all over the place because on the backs of the people that become demons,
there's an upside down cross.
There's an upside down cross. So the sorcerer is to remind you that this is a world run by the devils.
Yeah.
We keep saying demons, but it is actually devils. That was a fun thing there. One
of the other connection points that just leans more into the Aikawa that shows up here as a time traveler, is the fact that not only does he attack right at this point, like when Nikaido is about to be forced to use her time magic, like you said, but also specifically when En sends away his two strongest fighters. He just sent them away on a mission to go do something. Oh, hey, interestingly enough, to deal with the cross eyes, right? And so there's that, like, poetic irony kind of...
It's karmic.
Yeah, it's karmic, right?
Well, because that's why he said literally in this episode, I mean, I repeated it earlier, but, hey, if you try to just grab Kikurage and force them to use their magic, something bad will happen.
Right.
And then Chota literally has the horoscope being like, so by the way, Capricorns, something in your past, unresolved, is going to cause you some problems. And it's like, oh no, wait.
Turns out, it did. A very big, well, not necessarily permanent problem, but, you are dead, En.
Two episodes, crazy in a row.
Indeed.
We might just be spamming Kikurage smoke for the rest of the season, y'all.
Yep.
So thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. If you have any of that interest, you will see it there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.